All right, we're back. The season has ended, the playoffs concluded, and the Mets won the World Series. Pete Alonso won MVP, and we have a new prospect list. Might as well check it out. Let's see where we're. All right, we have four. We have Max Muncy. Not that Max Muncy. We have Daniel Susac, and we have Nolan Chanel, newly franchised to the A's for 10 more years, and Tyler Soderstrom. So our catchers for the future look good. Do we have any pitchers on the top 100? We do not. So this is where we're at. We have a team option on Drew Rosinski, and he wants is a 5-year team option or 5 million team option. We're gonna avoid it, and then we're gonna see if they'll take an extension. I mean, why not? I mean, do I need him though? Yeah, he could be decent. So let's do pretty much the minimum. And new budget for us is going to be really, really low. Gosh, John Fisher. New goals don't suck. Completely acquire an nationally popular player. Increase attendance. Top six Miley system. Okay. And he is penny pincher and he's lenient. All right. Interesting. Staff member retire. Off season begins. First, we'll look at the waiver wire. And as a lot of players. Let's remember, I'm not going to claim anyone below 20 or under 24. Geraldo Perdomo. Uh, Not quite what we're looking for. Gauthier. I mean, I like the eye, but not the K potential. Omar Cruz. He looks okay. Uh, Trilio. Oh, yeah, he looks good. Triple A last year, 161, came up and was 83. You know, we're going to take a flyer on him. 25, he could play for sure. And we need players who could play. All right. Moneyball references. All right, let's see. Soroka. I mean, no, he last year Barb. It's not going to be good. Let's look at stats. Anybody who did well? Will Castro. And let's check all levels. Luca Tresh. I'm not going to claim him. 23 years old. DJ Stewart. Decent. I mean, he was at all levels. Let's see. Zach De La Roche. Well, oh yeah, he was good. All right, we'll put a flyer on him. This is kind of like our free agency, all these waivers, which is perfectly fine with me. We put a claim in for Triolo, Perdomo, no. Camargo, no. Hudson Potts, no. No. We have too many catchers. So, all right. And pitching. Matt Hall, too old for us, but let's see. I mean, he's okay. He's a nice little lefty. Uh, no, it's okay. We're not going to go there. It's so easy to find relievers. All right, so let's go to salary arbitration. Caprillion, we'll wait on that. JD Davis, yeah, we'll give him 7 mil. And we'll give him 6.9. All right, he accepts that. That's perfectly great. Biggio, I mean, he struggled mightily, everywhere. So I don't think we want to do this, but he is a leader. He's a captain. We'll wait on him. Seth Brown had a decent year. He's a little older, but we're going to give him his 2.7. He wants an extension. 2.7. All right. Fine with me. Raymond Liriano, 4.4. No, we're going to wait on him. We're going to trade him. And then Austin Hayes, we'll give Austin Hayes 4.2. We're already running up against it with our budget, I think. Chad Smith. None of these guys are going to be very good. He's decent. He didn't hit that. He hasn't hit well since ever. So we're not going to go there. Kevin Cron, anybody have a really good? Pozo had a good year, so we might give him a minor league extension. 1.6. Pablo Reyes, I think, is decent. Let's see. But he's 30, so we're good on that. 1.8. Supak. Minor league extension. And let's check the personnel real quick. All right, we're gonna fire some people too in the minor league personnel, but let's check this. All right, let's hire him. Make sure we get him. And I'll go over a lot of this off camera, all the coaches. But overall, our team chemistry was good. We have Zach Geloff is disruptive, so that's not good. But he is on a really good contract, so we can chill. Also, I wanted to say um, the Dodgers claimed Ryan McMahon off the waivers from Colorado in May, and they're owing him this about 65 mil, probably now 55 mil. But he was okay when he went over to the Dodgers. Not much better hitting. His park adjusted was better, obviously, so a little bit better, about 20%, 23% better. So that's what we're looking at here. Um, Kind of go up a day or two, see what's going on. And somebody else claimed Triello. So we're actually going to look at him. We're going to shortlist him. I'm going to try to trade for him real quick and see if we can get him for cheap. Of course, the Dodgers claim him. How did the Dodgers claim him when they had a great record? Is it because I claim multiple people? How does that work? Interesting. All right. Well, they don't really want to get rid of him now. Oh, that pisses me off a little bit, but I think I get moved down to the bottom of the waiver wire, the waiver order, once I put one claim in or something. So, yeah, we got Zach De La Roche. Add him to the 40 man and check the waiver wire again. So we're gonna get all of our guys. Devin Sweet, I know he's decent. He's not great. He hasn't had a good. I mean, he had a good 2023 in AAA. The Dominican League is okay. I'll probably pass on Devin Sweet. Ivan Castillo coming from the Dodgers. So do I just swipe him because they got Trilio? No, okay. Okay with that. Artillis, not a good strikeout guy, looks like, so I'm okay there. Definitely not taking Evan White. And we will move forward. Got JD Davis, Brzezinski, and our what was it, manager and rookie ball is considering moving on. I think I'm gonna have a say in this because I don't want him to leave. And I think we're gonna promote him within. Let's see. How do I do this? Offer extension. So he would only do the A's. I mean, am I okay with that? Mark Kotze? I'm okay with that because Adam Rosales looks like a manager of the future. Not great with our relationships, but let's see. We're gonna do this. Uh, Sorry, he wants to just be rookie ball, so that's okay. We'll just offer him 100K, and then we might just promote him from within. Here, I'm gonna give him a bunch of money. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a bunch of money. I'm gonna promote him to like bench coach or something. All right, so he's signed on. Let's see how our bench coach is. Baron Bush, and he's okay. But all these guys I could just get rid of. Like, let's just fire him. Scott Emerson, it's okay. Let's see. Bench coach in Oakland. Okay, so we have Adam Rosales, and then we will find another manager down there. All right, so I'm happy with that. Have some more things to do when it comes to the personnel, but that's for a later time. Johnny DeLuca. Okay, so the Dodgers are just waving people left and right. We're gonna put in a claim for him. That's what happens when you claim my guy, Trilio. Wait, Acevedo needs to be off the IL. Sure. Got Johnny DeLuca. All right, feeling good about this. And we have to waive somebody. So we are going to go with Biggio because we are just going to release him. And yep, you're going to be pissed that he left, but I do not care. And let's see. We're going to do with Keston. He was okay. Liriana, I mean, we're going to trade these guys for sure. I mean, what would we get if we just packaged them all together? That's probably a terrible idea. But the the trade market, okay, we can't package them all together. Let's see. Right, well, that's nothing good. That's a little disappointing. But what can you do? Let's see. Okay, this looks a tiny bit better, but only two offers. Oh my goodness. They want us to give up some prospects too. Man, the trade market is rough, really rough. So it might be a tough time to trade anybody. Luca Tresh, not going to claim him. But also, I wanted to say that we had the international training, and it's really hard to sift through those guys. But I will show you who I picked. These guys, David, just another Juan Soto, which is funny. Got these guys in the training. Hopefully, we get a good relationship with them, and hopefully sign a couple or one. What am I doing? Yep, there we go. So just trying to get some training done. Any of us win Gold Glove? Doubt it. We were terrible. Our defense was horrible. Oh, we got Supak and we got our manager down A ball. Let's see. We got reliever of the year. They traded Jose Davila. Interesting. A lot of trades going on. All right, all right, all right. Reliever of the year. Let's see if we got anybody. Nope. All right. So rookie of the year coming up. Carroll and then Gunnar Henderson. Definitely not going to be manager of the year. Definitely not going to have Cy Young. Uh, and then no MVPs at all. I don't even think we had a player at 3 WAR. So there you go. Judge had 53 home runs. We can look at the leaders real quick in the league. Yeah, Judge 53 home runs. Schwarber, Otani had a year. He signed an extension. No, he did not. He's about to go to a random team, I'm afraid. Tovar, all these guys. Wow. So pretty 2023-ish year as far as the stats go. I'm glad. Let's check the stolen bases real quick. Stolen bases. 78 by Marte. So yeah, these numbers went up a lot. I'm glad to see it. Um, really cool. Looks like kind of modern baseball. Oh, look at this. Chanel in the Arizona Fall League hit 3 home runs. He has five five home runs in the Development League, Arizona Fall League. 140 WRC plus. You love to see it. So on that here, well, when free agency hits, or I'll make a trade, I'll come back in. We're back, and we started off season. We offered everyone an arbitration, some deals. Let's see. We had and Austin Hayes, 4.2 for 1 year. Let's see, JD Davis. All these guys are locked up. Uh, and then we had three more guys who are arbitration eligible, but we're not going to offer them a contract right now. I do have a couple trades lined up. Um, let's see. And one of them is really big. It's about, look at this, it's a 11 player trade. I'll be receiving Otto Lopez, 25-year-old utility guy, Joel Murray, kind of a 27-year-old reliever slash emergency starter, shortstop prospect Manuel Beltre, and who played really well last year in A-ball, Yandre Rojas, who's MLB ready and he's 20 years old. So I'm really excited about this guy. And also another prospect, 23-year-old Miguel Geraldo, who can play second, third, and maybe a little bit of short. And he's ready for MLB too, fly ball hitter. And we're going to give up James Caprillion, who really struggled this year, almost had a -3 R WAR. We're going to give up Brett Harris, who's a good older prospect who had 3.4 WAR last year, 28 home runs, 114 WRC plus. But he is 25. He might be a 4A guy. We'll see. He can't really play third that well, so he's not really in our plans now that we have Galoff too and Nolan Chanel. Uh, Dalton Guthrie, he played really well last year, but he doesn't really have a good eye. His walk rate, I mean, it was good in AAA, but it's not going to be that good in the show. So I'm not gonna. I don't really mind giving him up. He was a trade to kind of an add-on for Familia, so I'm proud to be getting rid of him or including him in a trade for someone even better. Logan Davidson, 25-year-old, kind of 4A guy, really struggled last year in high A as 25-year-old. Don't really mind giving him up. Reliever, 32 years old, don't really mind. The Jays are just kind of going for filler pieces. Same with Jake Fenigs. What a name, 24 years old, doesn't really have much stuff. So yeah, we're gonna do this, and they're gonna give us 4 million cash as well. So really, the headliner of this is Yandre Rojas, and we're giving up Brett Harris and James Caprillion and Guthrie. So fair trade all around. Like we're getting back kind of financial flexibility and some upside with Rojas. So we're gonna do that. And we also had more trades coming in. We are looking at Edward Julian, who we love his eye, 75 at 80 eye discipline. Really going to play first base with us, most likely against righties at least. Can't really play anywhere else other than utility, emergency. And we're going to give up Yohel Pozo, who looks good, but his catcher ability is really poor. Can't really play anywhere else. I don't really want to use him as a DH. So he did hit 24 bombs last year in AAA, but 4.8 walk rate. So it doesn't really work for me. We're gonna go ahead and do this. Let's see if they can give us some cash as well. Don't want to go overboard because this is already a lopsided trade, I guess, for us. Just goes 10,000. All right, sure. So do this trade. Pozo for Julian. Really like that. And we have a one more trade, I think, and we're gonna give up Husker Noah, who's just had Tommy John surgery. We got him earlier in exchange for Trevor May, Tony Kemp, Chase Calabwig, and We also got 5 million in cash with Noah, so we're gonna give him up for Will Benson, who had a rough year, but we like his peripherals. Can play outfield really well, first base as well. So he's angry, so hopefully, change of scenery helps. See if they can give us some cash. What do they want? JD Davis, no. And JD is really going to be like DH, second base, third base. If someone gets hurt, he'll fill in really. Adrian Martinez. Nobody I really want to give up. Let's see. Jay Wright. I mean, I could give him up. He's nothing. He's struggled. All right, so we're gonna get 1 million in cash, and he is not even ARB eligible, so he's gonna get renewed. Perfect. Do that. Put them in our 40 man. Let's see who's gonna get. Who is not gonna even make? Let's see. Look at Harris, Keston. I was gonna try to trade away. I'll leave Keston on the roster a little while longer. Sam Moll. Okay, we'll DFA him for now. And there we go. All right, I'll be back in a little bit. All right, we're back, and we offered some minor league deals, just kind of glancing through before free agency hits. Offered one to Jimmy Robbins, kind of a lefty reliever, played in Double A last year. Let's see, also offered Juan Sosa from the KBO. Offered him a minor league deal, 1.5 mil, major league option. He had a good year, so hopefully he signs. And then we make any other moves. We got Johnny DeLuca on waiver wire. We had Will Benson in a trade that I showed you for Noah and Wright. And then we also have another trade lined up to get rid of kind of our outfield logjam. Let's take a look. We have a couple. So we have this one where we got Ramon Liriano being traded. He's really unhappy too. He has about 2 years of control left. We just don't need him. And Brian Howard, 28-year-old kind of reliever type, long reliever, and Mariano Riccardi, um, just not a great 25-year-old. And we're gonna get Aaron Bummer, who's kind of on a long-term deal, 4-year deal with a 7 mil team option. So we're gonna grab him, lefty reliever, really good movement, pretty good year last year. Grab him. They're gonna pay 55% of his deal, which is great for us. That's really affordable, and we're gonna do this trade. They do not want to do this now. Okay, they wanted to do it earlier, and now they don't want to do it. Let's see. What else did we have? Uh, well, that's frustrating. Let's go to our other trade first, and I'll go back to that one. This one's gonna be Fujinami. We'll get rid of him because he is kind of screwing the team up. Doesn't really want to be here. Feel bad because he has 5 years of control, but it just is what it is. He kind of struggled a little bit, and we're gonna grab somebody from the Cubs who also has 4 or 5 years of control, who struggled last year, but I like his utility role, his eye. Christopher Morel, 24 years old, good base runner, good speed. We like him, right-handed hitter, and we're gonna give away Johnny DeLuca too, who was a waiver wire. I really like him, but he's kind of redundant at this point. Maybe the White Sox, maybe the Cubs put him on the waiver wire at some point next month, or see who they DFA themselves from their 40 man. So we're gonna do this trade. Uh, there's one, and then I'm gonna go back to this one real quick, see what we can do. I did see a reliever that we can give up that I don't really mind um, closer type. Let's see. Yeah, Palouse. He's really not going to be much. He was good last year, but just not. He's replaceable. So we're going to do this. Getting rid of some logjam in the outfield, traded for an all-star. So that's good. All right, Aaron Bummer, all-star. And we'll add them to the roster. Morrill, there we go. And then we do still have kind of a logjam in the outfield, but I assume it's going to get cleared up a little bit. We also have Keston Hira, picked up Otto Lopez, Brent Rooker, and then we have our starting first baseman, um, Edard Julian. Uh, really like him. And we also claimed Connor Wong up the waiver wire from the Red Sox, which I really like his personality and his speed, kind of his ability to play anywhere, can play the outfield too. We also still have JD Davis, so we're just kind of a logjam in our position players, but our pitching looks fine. Let's see, salary arbitration. So I'll offer Keston this, but we do kind of want to we may want to move him in the future, even though he is a leader, or we'll go for somebody else. So, like for instance, maybe we move Ryan Noda, see if we can get anything. But the trade market really isn't there for any of our guys that we would like to give up. So they all just want to give us bad contracts. These are all bad contracts. Maybe not Harold Ramirez. I mean, he's okay. He just adds to a logjam. Mejia, Conforto, I think, has 1 year left. Yeah, he has a 2024 18 mil. I mean, if they eat the whole thing, I could do that, but I doubt it. Yeah, not gonna happen. So that's looking great. We do have Greg Soto. I mean, this could work. Just grab another reliever. Let's see. Maybe they'll give us cash for his arbitration salary. That'd be best case scenario. Seth Brown. I mean, I don't mind giving up Seth Brown at this point, but not in this trade. So let's see. It'd be nice to get some cash, just along the lines of trying to pay for his salary. Trenton Brooks, I mean, I don't mind giving him. He's not going to really play. He's just kind of a 4A guy. Um, Maybe we can grab a prospect here too. It's probably not going to do anything, but let's see if we can get our cash, get his salary covered. Yep. Okay. So we can do this. I do have trade reputation on. I'm not sure. This is the first time I've used it. So I'm not sure. I see it's up a little bit. I'm not sure if it screws up if I don't make the trade right away. Haven't really tested it out, but maybe that's what happened with the bummer trade. I did sim 1 day, so that makes sense. All right, so we'll do this trade. Greg Soto, I think what's their salary situation? Let's see. Go to Phillies, go to their salary, see what he's gonna make. 4.7. So that covers about, I'll be paying 1.7, but I'm not gonna be paying Noda, which he's on a minimum. So it kind of covers a little bit. It's okay. What we're trading for. So we'll do that. Got Soto, another lefty. Let's see. Go back to the A's. Got a lefty in the bullpen, and we kind of cleared up another log jam here. Chanel is here, but he's actually playing in the. Let's see if we can go to this Arizona Fall League, and we can check out how they're doing. Let's see standings. Okay, maybe stats. But yeah, we do have Chanel here. I'm not sure if we have any other players on the rosters. Let's see. Peyton Wilson, Dylan Beavers, a lot of prospects here. Zach De La Roche, we have him. He's playing which is nice. All right. Let's see. Nolan, Chanel, Trilio's playing, who's on the Dodgers, and then Chanel's right here. So he has 5 home runs. Looks like he might be lead. Does not leading, but they're getting a lot of plate appearances here. They're getting about 130 plus, which is nice. Will help development for sure. What I'm gonna do now is kind of keep moving, hit the waiver wire, just check all these. Jaden Hill looks okay. He doesn't really fit what we want though. Low movement, low control. If he had 60 movement, that'd be with the control he has, that'd be fine, but not for us right now. Um, so we'll go to the hearings. Hopefully we get Keston before. Let's see. Okay, so I missed out on paying him, agreeing to a deal, so we ended up paying 100K more. And same with Soto. So that's okay. That's kind of like what they were aimed at anyway. All right. And then free agency is going to hit, and I'll be right back. We're here in free agency. We see Shohei Ohtani is a free agent. It says his demand is 62 million. Let's just look. Okay, he's not interested in joining us. That makes sense. We weren't going to sign you anyway. But $62.8 million demand. Geez, that's about what real life is, I guess, with the contract he got from the Dodgers. Let's take a look at what else we have. Mike Lee from the KBO, 29 years old, wants 14 AB. Not going to happen. We do have a lot of money to work with, 44 mil. Let's check the rest of our expenses. So we have 44 mil in money, 38 in extensions. We have a high player development pay budget, which is great. Really putting some resources in there because we need it. 16 million scouting, that's perfectly fine for us. Really have low major league scouting, which is okay with me because we're really focusing on the minors, amateur scouting, international as well. Um, International free agency will hit in January, and I did have some players in the training, so we'll see how that goes. Uh, but as far as free agency goes, we're not going to add much. We're just kind of see how things play out and maybe grab a pitcher later on um, that works for us. Someone like like a Craig. Yeah, he doesn't want to sign with us, but somebody like those lower costs, like the Giolitos, who don't want much, 6 mil, can get him on like a 2 year with like a team option. Yeah, I mean, we could do that. I just don't know if we want to give a slot to a veteran pitcher other than Rosinski. We do have some guys coming up, so we'll see. Rosinski really doesn't move the needle for me anyway, so Giolito might be that guy. Let's see. Nicholas, Stripling, Nate. He also came from the KBO, wants a lot of money. Frankie Montas coming off arm injuries, not the best personality. So we're really looking at, I mean, Sonny Gray would be good coming back to Oakland, but let's see what he wants. 3 year deal. I mean, that's not bad. I'll see how the market moves with him. Um, William Cuevas, Alex Cobb would be decent, fragile, so we would need other. He'd just give us probably like 90 innings, we'd assume. Choi, interesting. Doesn't really throw hard, but only wants 1.2. Might be able to take a flyer on him. Now let's look at pitching, how they did last year. Vince Velasquez out for 4 months, had a decent year though, and he wants 10 mil, yeah, for 1 year. I mean, stuff like that we can do. Austin Gomber, let's see, Ross Stripling, Lorenzen, all the 1 2 year deals we can work in. And then relievers as well. It's just the problem with making sure we have enough money elsewhere. Like Jalen Beeks would be great. give him a 2-year deal with a team option. I mean, I would do this in a heartbeat. I'm surprised he got non-tendered. They didn't offer him arbitration. Okay, so he wants a buyout. That's perfectly fine. Okay, he doesn't even want that. 1-year deal, that's fine with me. So we'll offer that. Matt Moore is decent, lefty arm, wants 5.5. It's a little too much for me. But we'll get back. I'll see how free agency plays out, um, and see if anyone's gonna sign for less. All right, back, and we're gonna make a trade. Taylor Rogers with the Giants was on the trade block. Had a good year. He's owed 12 mil for 2024, 2025, but the Giants are gonna eat 50% of that, so we're only gonna pay him 6 mil this year, 6 mil next year. We're gonna give away Luke Anderson, 25-year-old reliever slash borderline starter. Don't really care for him that much, but we're going to give up Seth Brown, who had a couple decent years with us, about 10% above league average hitter. But he's going to be making 2.7 mil, and we're not really going to play him as much as our other guys in the outfield that we have. Like we have Capel, Ruiz, Benson, Hayes, Chanel, and then that doesn't even include Rooker and some Morrill, who's going to get run in the outfield too, because we have Otto Lopez at second. We have Osvaldo Cabrera who can play second in outfield. So we're in a little bit of a log jam, which is okay. But this allows us to upgrade our bullpen. Also, Mac Lardner is going to be in a 25-year-old reliever, only throws 88, 90. So a couple of non-prospects and a major league outfielder slash first baseman, kind of a platoon guy. So we're gonna do this trade. Maybe there's something else that we can get, but let's see. Uh, he has decent rating. They're not gonna give Ryan Murphy up though. Keaton Wynn, no. Yeah, there's some guys that are like he has good third base potential, but they're not gonna give up Casey Schmidt. David VR, kind of a 4A guy. Nothing, they like him a lot. How did he do last year? Oh, 24 home runs. League average hitter. I mean, yeah, they don't want to give him up. Lamont Wade, same thing, really good hitter. Was hurt a little bit, it looks like. Oh, they would give Lamont Wade up, so I can kind of just flip flop platoon bats. I like that idea. Jonah Bride. Jonah's not really going to be in the majors this year as long if no one gets hurt. So that might be a guy we give up. Anybody else? Garrett Irvin. Davis Martin, I like his. I'm gonna have some of these guys start. McKinley Moore. I'll have some of these guys start in the minors this upcoming year. Blaze Pontes. Work ethic, like it. Rivera, Sullivan looks good. Some of these guys just are like the A's always have these middling prospects that may turn into something, may not, which is pretty frustrating. Winkler might be a guy that we give up. A logjam of infielders in the minors. Okay, so we'll do this. What's Wade owed? 1.9. See if they retain a little bit. Yeah, they'll do a little bit. So we're just gonna add on a little bit to our payroll, but that's okay. This is why we do this, right? This is why we go for the low salary guys who are gonna play a little more than normal. We have so many. Clement, Cone. Aaron Cone's not going to be anything. Actually, no, I don't. I didn't mean to do that. Cone. Where's he at? Right there. And they'll pay 45%. So we'll do this trade, giving up 5 for 2, getting a platoon, first baseman bat. We're just flip flopping Seth Brown and Wade, really, which I'm fine with. Uh, Wade is better in my eyes. And we're getting Taylor Rogers too. We're just eating some money. Perfectly fine with me. Would drop by 4.3. That's fine. That's like getting a free agent reliever for 4.3. So whatever, fine with me. And fans don't like that we got rid of Brown, but they like that we got Taylor. So there we go. Add these guys to the roster. We got to drop somebody. Who's not doing it for us? Who's not? Who's gonna pass through waivers? I mean, Ashby's gonna be here in 4 weeks. That's good. Adam Muller, Rosinski. Yeah, it's like Rosinski's just not. Can we trade him real quick? Because he had a good year, but we're really gonna want to focus on the young guys coming up, and we're probably gonna sign another reliever, the KBO guy. So we'll see if we can get anything for him. No. Okay, let's see if someone picks him up. It's fine with me. We can just have him AAA MLB if we need to. All right, so we like that. Right now, the our coach is having Lopez a second, which I'm not sure we're gonna do over Cabrera and Morel. Probably have Morel start at second, even though he's not great there. Wade, Julian, Chanel, Davis. Okay, so it's looking okay. All right, we'll see how free agency pans out. All right, so the Rule 5 draft is coming up. It's going to be a little difficult to figure out who's good enough to stay. I added, let's see, JJ Blade to the 40 man, DF, and also a Lawrence Butler to the 40 man. And I designated for assignment Adam Aller and Danny Jimenez. I assume they won't go claimed, but it doesn't really matter. They're replaceable. But Rule 5 eligible, it's a little tough to figure out. I'm going to go to our prospects real quick, see if anybody is Rule 5. Not Rule 5. Not Rule 5. Not Rule 5. So this is a little. So he's eligible. So we might add him to the 40 man, or we might just try to get him through. Let's see. There's really not a whole lot I want to DFA or get rid of. Oh, it's tough. Yeah, we'll see if he plays out. Maybe we trade him real quick to see if we can avoid just losing him. But I mean, there's some risk. There's some like there's lesser risk because if they don't use him on the MLB team and they don't want to have him on the roster, they could just send him back. So we'll see how that works. Chris, man, none of these are gonna really. Oh, Mackenzie Gore. It's interesting. I mean, how did he play? He was horrible. So that may not work out for us. Logan Henderson, terrible movement. Jorge Bautista. And these guys are something. He's on the 40 man. He's ineligible for the Rule 5. Victor Mesa? No. Norby? I mean, I do like him, but they want us to give Austin Hayes too. Joel Urena, Matthew Thompson. I mean, at least we're getting some good offers. They do like the second baseman or shortstop, who's going to be a second baseman, Daryl Hernandez, Mason Wynn. I mean, he could be a guy. He's not going to be on the 40 man either. Carson Williams. Okay. Really wants to go Alex Lang. Let's see. See if we can mix in. I mean, I could do that. Alex Lang. Because I do like Carson Williams. Don't really like his personality and his K rate. Let's see. Oviedo, Henry Davis might be a good buy low option, and he could really back up our catcher. Let's see. Acevedo, I mean, that gets rid of a 40-man spot too. Beers, Beater, I like Beater. His control went up too. Let's see. Bro, I mean, yeah, I could go bro. I could just go catcher, Jonah Bride. I mean, that makes sense for me. Could see how Henry Davis pans out. I can have him and Shea Langoliers really be um, going every second day, flip-flopping, making sure they're both going to stay up on their stamina. Let's see. I think we're going to do this. I like this buy low option. Get rid of Daryl, who I like, has really good speed, but he's going to be a second baseman. He doesn't really have a position. So I feel good on this. Jonah Bride's not really going to do it for us. So yeah, we're going to do this. Henry Davis, welcome to the team. And there we go. Welcome to the team, Henry Davis, former first overall pick. He's going to get some run in at catcher, which is nice. And then Rule 5 guys, let's see. Eldred's not going to be there. Morales, ineligible. Ekstrom just drafted him. JT Ginn, ineligible. He's on the 40 man, I'm pretty sure. Salinas. I really wish I could go. Okay, he's eligible for the 40 for the Rule 5, but I don't think anyone's going to take him. They can take him too. He's 35 control. This stuff doesn't really pan out for me just to keep him right now. Estes eligible. I mean, a lot of these guys are just not like if someone takes him, it's fine. I don't really have anybody to drop from the 40 man. So we're just going to take a chance. If we see someone we'd like to, we'll figure it out. Maybe trade for him if we can. Because I've done that before where I don't have any space on the 40 man, but I can just trade for him if I like the pool. If I look at the pool and I see somebody that I like, Clayton Andrews, no. Uh, let's see. Michael Baez, Chris Wright. I'm not going to take anyone that's under 24 too. He looks like a good guy. His control looks decent, but I don't want to get rid of anybody on the 40 man, so that's the issue. Moran? Oh yeah. I think I might try to make this happen if yeah, see they value him a lot. Let's see if we can grab him. Moran, Aaron, Speece, Arias, 23, not gonna take him. Velos, yeah, he looks decent. Could be a starter too, maybe. I mean, there's so many guys that are available in the Rule 5. It's actually ridiculous. Let's see. McGill, yeah, these guys are interesting. I'm not gonna take him. 21. Luke Baker, interesting, but can't really do it. Curta, yeah, take a flyer on him. Forte doesn't really have a good position. 29. Now, if I didn't make any moves, I would definitely have room for these guys, but it's just not really gonna be smart. Flores, Anthony Garcia. I mean, he could be something, but 24, 23, not gonna take him. Hernandez with the Rays, 24, yeah. Could try him. Like the walk rate. All right, we're gonna get into the drafts. See if anybody gets taken. Yep, someone got taken. Rosinski got lost. That's fine. Sure. And now see if anybody they like Kobe Allard. Yeah, but nah, I could just get someone like him anyway. So let's see. Relievers, pitcher ratings, Chris Wright, Moran. There he is. I do like him a lot. Control. Who has good control stuff? Stephen Jennings. Mm, so tough because we gotta get rid of somebody on the 40 man. Because if we just take him, yeah. Okay, so let's see if we can. Adrian Martinez, Acton. I mean, I don't really. Acton's not really gonna do it for me. So we're gonna pick Moran up, and that's gonna do it for us. Autocomplete draft. All right, well, happy with that. Who went? Chris Rodriguez, Barger, Wallner, Matt Wallner from the Twins. Yeah. Moran from the Twins. The Twins got the guys taken. Rosinski was the third pick. Yeah, have fun with him. That's fine. 34 years old. They'll flip him at the deadline most likely. All right, we'll be back in a little. All right, we're back and we have a trade that we're gonna make with the Rockies. We're gonna get Chris McCann, and he is slotted as a reliever, but I do like him as kind of a starter slash long guy, 95, 97. Doesn't really play in Colorado, so it makes sense. So we're going to get Gavin Holloway as well. Young reliever type. Good stuff. Struggled in Colorado, but that's a given. And we're going to give up Jordan Diaz, kind of our young third baseman who guess third baseman 40. It's 40 potential there, I guess, but not a big fan. Low eye discipline, struggled last year. And then we're going to have Acevedo in the trade, who was really good for us, but also just replaceable. We're going to kind of sell high on him and Danny Jimenez, who we just DFA'd, struggled with us. So this is a trade that the Rockies get a little bit of bullpen help and a young guy to play first, third. And we kind of get rid of some cloggage and 40 man cloggage. So I guess, but they're both going to go on the 40 man, but that makes sense. Both going to go to AAA for now. And let's see, we also signed, let's see, we got Jalen Beeks. So that's good. That was another guy. He wants to start, or they have him as a starter, but we're gonna have him be a reliever like he wants to be. Stuff automatically goes to an 80, which is great. And we got him for 1.5 mil. So we're happy with that. And we got a trade proposal for Albies, which I don't mind. But I think we're going to stick with Ruiz for now, be our center fielder who can really steal a lot of bases. Now that I really love that he can steal as many bases as he can, even from maybe the 9 slot, which is fine. And then we DFA Connor Wong because we have so many catchers, and unfortunately he got claimed by Arizona. We liked him, but he just wasn't really needed anymore. Let's see. Chapman to the Giants. How are our offers going? Okay, so we have Jimmy Robbins. Did we get the KBO guy? Let's see. Uh, don't remember him signing. He should be in AAA though, right? Let's see. Juan Sosa. So there we go. We snagged Juan Sosa with the 1.5 mil major league option. Really like this. He's really going to go up and down with us, I want to say. He's first if someone gets hurt. So they want Jalen Biggs to be a starter. You are not going to be a starter. You're going to be our closer, and you're going to like it. Um, Whoever our manager is. Who's our manager again? It is Kotze. Yeah, Kotze. All right. Well, we'll be back. All right, we're back, and we had a little bit of a game crash. Went back 4 days. Ended up Connor Wong was not claimed by the Diamondbacks, so he's still with us. I don't know if I should put him on the D-backs or not, but he rewrote history a little bit. Um, but now we're on the waiver wire. We just claimed Michael Grove from the Dodgers, so we'll see if anybody else puts a claim in for him. I think we're about eighth or ninth on the. Okay, we got him. Awesome. And that means we have to drop someone from our 40 man again. And this time it'll be, it's really, we're just, we have so many players now. It's getting tough, but that's the reality of the situation. Freddie Tarnick, maybe one of these guys we can move, uh, but everyone's kind of, no one's really old enough to care. Kirby Sneed, I do like him. Hogan Harris, same thing. So maybe we try to move Adrian Martinez because he struggled last year, so we don't really mind giving him up. We just don't want him to get claimed. All right, let's see what we can get for him. Not much out there. Josh Hader. Jeez. I mean, sure. Glass now with the Rays in this sim still. Don't think any of this is going to work. Corey Seager, look at that. Oh, I wish they wouldn't try to trade Corey Seager for Adrian Martinez after Seager had a 5-win year. That's frustrating. Jared Walsh, maybe we just take a flyer on him, but and then just DFA him. But it's gonna be rough. It doesn't look like anything is really here. I mean, will the Rays eat? No, they won't do any of that. We're not gonna do that then. Same with who's on a 1-year deal. I mean, Matt Hall, we could just get him. Does he even want to be? So he's protected. We could just keep flip-flopping people. Maybe get some cash out of it. Yeah, sure. Losing. Let's see if they'll meet the give us 15K. There we go. All right, so we're making 4K on this. There we go. Michael Grove, AAA. Matt Hall, nope. All right, so we're gonna wait a little bit, see what happens with him. Do we have anybody pending that never signed? So just Jimmy Robbins, who's going to be on a minor league deal. But yeah, that we're almost at the international free agency, so I'll stop before then, and that'll be a new episode. But we can take a look at the free agents real quick, see maybe where Otani went. Hope he didn't go to a random team. Went to the Cardinals, so I mean it's not too bad. He had a great year, 7 wins total, but he signed a 7-year, $220 million deal. Good for the Cardinals. They're going to be a force in the NL now, I think. Not sure why he would sign there, but it's okay. No offense, Cardinals fans. Let's see. I don't know why he would go to the middle of the country almost, but that is what it is. Check in on the free agents, see if there's any good deals. All right, demand. Let's see, demand went up. I mean, Giolito's still here. Take a flyer on him 1 year, 5 mil. We'll do that. See how he pans out. And then we'll try to trade Hall. I like to do I just like to keep flip-flopping people if we don't have any 40-man space. See if anyone gives us a no money Banda. Yeah, that would work. Joe Jimenez, no. Anton, no. Newman. Oh, they're really just trying to shed all this money. Okay, we'll do this. We're gonna make 11K. It's fine with me. All right, so we'll be back when international free agency hits.